We do have to start out with just some news. We figure we should do some news that's breaking. So this is a hell of a way to wake up in the morning. To a text message from Israeli Ambassador Mike Huckabee, or American Ambassador to Israel, whatever. This is tweeted out by the journalist Asa Winstanley. Very worrying Trump post to Truth Social. Screenshot of a text message from insane Christian Zionist and U.S. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee, in which he hints strongly to Trump that he should nuke Iran. So the White House was very proud to release this text message. They made a nice graphic and they tweeted it out. So here is Mike Huckabee's text message to Donald Trump, which I guess was received overnight and tweeted out early this morning. God spared you in Butler, Pennsylvania to be the most consequential president in a century. There's a tell, maybe ever. The decisions on your shoulders I would not want to be made by anyone else. You have many voices speaking to you, sir, but there is only one voice that matters. His voice, H-I-S. You know what Huckabee's talking about when he says his in big letters. That's the man upstairs.
Epstein?
Yeah, right, exactly. Epstein. Yeah. I am your appointed servant in this land and am available for you. Wow. But I do not try to get in your presence often because I trust your instincts. No president in my lifetime has been in a position like yours. Not since Truman in 1945. Yeah, that's where people are interpreting as a suggestion to, do what Truman did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't reach out to persuade you, only to encourage you. I believe you will hear from heaven, and that voice is far more important than mine or anyone else's.
Cat was named Vagina.
A very godly man.
That's right. You sent me to Israel to be your eyes, ears, and voice, and to make sure our flag flies above our embassy. My job is to be the last one to leave. I will not abandon this post. Our flag will not come down. You did not seek this moment. This moment sought you. It is my honor to serve you, Mike Huckabee. So that was a text message sent from Huckabee to Trump, which Trump posted these screenshots of that came out.
Fat, drunk, and stupid
morning.
is no way to go through life, son.
Yeah. Yeah, that is quite the scary way to start the day. Trump also tweeted out later this morning, we, which everybody was making something. What do you mean we? Do you mean the United States? Do you mean Israel? Are they one and the same? It's hard to tell where one ends and the other begins. But we, whatever he means by that, now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran. Iran had good sky trackers and other defensive equipment, and plenty of it, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived, and manufactured stuff, quote-unquote. Nobody does it better than the good old USA. Well, that's wonderful. Gets even more unhinged.
Except for our planes.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, except for
and
the
our
planes.
Cars. And our roads.
And our roads, yeah.
Our bridges. Other than that, we make great fluffernutter.
Yeah, great fluffernutter here in the good old USA. So it got even crazier about 24 minutes later. He says, we know exactly where the so-called supreme leader is hiding, meaning the supreme leader of Iran. He is an easy target, but is safe there. We are not going to take him out, parentheses, kill, exclamation point.
Thanks for the clarification there, boss.
Yes, we understand what you mean. Yes, at least not for now. But we don't want missiles shot at civilians or American soldiers. Our patience is wearing thin. Thank you for your attention to this matter, followed 3 minutes later simply by unconditional surrender, exclamation point. Yeah, this is how you want to be communicating with the public at such a fragile and fraught time.
Yeah,
Just, sporadic, unhinged Truth Social posts. No make an address to the country, no make a speech, no hold a press conference where people can ask you questions. No, that's what we really want to see here as violence now between Israel and Iran enters what, day 5? Yeah, quite the news to wake up to this morning, and that's basically where we stand. Trump calls for unconditional surrender, and by that we mean that literally. That's the tweet, folks. That is the statement. You're not missing anything. You're not missing anything. You know us as much as we do, as much as anybody. Unconditional surrender.
Yeah, no, this is going really well. This is going really well. I've never felt more secure in this country, and we've never had a president in my lifetime that made me feel more like, things are on the right track now, man.
Yeah,
Like
cooler heads are going to
shit's
prevail.
getting done.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we will see where this takes us. Obviously, things are very fluid there, but
yeah, no, when you sent that to me,
what, the Huckabee thing?
the Huckabee thing, it's just okay. So this is more and more Escape from LA. The premise is the America has just kind of collapsed into a Christian fascist theocracy.
Right.
It's kind of implied in Escape from New York, but they really developed that in Escape from LA. Yeah, that's basically what we got. It's basically what we got. You have like completely deranged Christian fundamentalists running the country, and you got Trump, who I mean, I don't think he has any particular beliefs other than a belief in his own aggrandizement, but the fact that he is so regarded, we shall say, that he would share that. Like, that's good.
Yeah, like, it's good.
That's
Yeah,
good.
this will put your mind at ease that we have this apocalyptic religious fanatic over there in Israel saying, this reminds me of Harry Truman in 1945.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to communicate to you that I take people who text me things like this seriously enough that I want to share it with the public.
Yeah. And that I won't leave. I'll be the last person out. So what does that mean? If Trump starts a nuclear war, don't worry. I'll go down with the ship if it comes to it. I mean, just a maniac. Just a maniac. Like, these are the people you want running foreign policy. This is how you conduct foreign policy. Have this religious fanatic say, yeah, no, I think this calls for, Harry Truman, 1945, you're kind of in his shoes here, and don't worry, I won't leave my post. Our flag will fly high. I mean, that's crazy. That's just crazy language. That's crazy talk to be using at really any point, but especially now. Especially now. When you want to try and project that, cooler heads will prevail. Now, I think the idea that they're going to return to the negotiating table is kind of a joke at this point, but there's a long ways between that and this. And we are on this side of things, so to speak, much more closer to the wrong side than the right one. This is going to be a tough situation to contain at this point for anybody, much less these fucking absolute clowns. I mean, just clowns.
Yeah, I'm like, should I get out of the city?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
This is like the worst place to be if the nukes start flying.
Yeah, no, I remember I was 14. What was I? Yeah, I was 14 when 9/11 happened, and my parents were working a jewelry show in October, a month after the attack on the Upper West Side, and that's when we started bombing Afghanistan. And a few of the vendors just packed up and left because we started bombing Afghanistan. They were afraid something was going to happen. These kinds of times now, man, and you're dealing with an administration that, for everything we've spoken about over the past 20 years and for everything we thought that this MAGA movement represented, they're just as crazy as the George W. Bush people, if not more.
Worse. They're crazier. Way crazier. Way crazier.
I mean, Pete Hegseth is going on TV talking about what he knows about Iran's nuclear program. I mean, that's insane. That's insane.
No.
You may as well have the pickle salesman at the Renaissance Fair tell you, what he thinks is going on. I mean, you got literally just a raving low-life drunk at the Defense Department. You have a complete non-entity at DNI, as we're going to get into next. Yeah, no, it's just an absolute clown show.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the guy who would sell the smoked turkey wings at the Ren
Fair. The turkey legs. Yeah.
Turkey legs. Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah, we were talking about this before we came on the air, and it's with no joy that I say this. So PodSave was doing a tour last summer, and I said, okay, man, I got to go interview people who are online to see PodSave live. I got to see what these people have to say for themselves. And we had so much fun with those people. We actually have a sound drop from it on our soundboard. But I gotta say, man, it's embarrassing to admit this. They had it a lot more right than we did, man.
Yeah, that's how crazy these people are.
Yeah. I mean, they still don't get why we wound up with Trump.
Right.
They have an enormous blind spot about why no one wanted to vote for Kamala Harris, and they still, were claiming that Biden was fine. So they weren't right about everything. But what they had to say about what Trump would do if he got elected, go back now and watch it. They had that nailed a lot better than we did.
Please clap.